Hi everyone, Virtual World Voyager here, and welcome back to the complete walkthrough for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Part 24. Picking up from last time, we've now freed Divine Beast Vah Naboris from Ganon's control by defeating the Thunder Blight Ganon. With that, we've now freed 2 out of the 4 Divine Beasts. Also, Champion Urbosa has moved Vah Naboris into position to help us out when we go confront Ganon in Hyrule Castle in the end. Now, before we go back to freeing the remaining 2 Divine Beasts, we're actually going to take a quick detour to go ahead and explore Gerudo Town since we didn't really get a chance to look around before. We're also going to go ahead and use our Champion Urbosa amiibo. With this amiibo, we'll be able to get the Vah Naboris Divine Helm as well as some food related items. So let's go ahead and switch to the amiibo rune here and place our Champion Urbosa amiibo on our controller. So you can see we get an assortment of meats. So we got some raw prime meat, some raw bird drumsticks, we got a raw bird thigh, a high quality piece of meat that's hard to come by. You can eat it raw, but cooking it first will recover more hearts. We also got some raw meat. Let's go ahead, open up our treasure chest here. Alright, we got our Vah Naboris Divine Helm. A treasure gifted to the one who controls Divine Beast Vah Naboris. It endows its user with enhanced abilities. Alright, and let's get the remaining pieces of meat here. Now, you might be tempted to go ahead and equip yourselves with the Vah Naboris Divine Helm, like we did with the Vah Ruda Divine Helm. But remember, we're still in Gerudo Town. If we were to switch to the Naboris Helm, we'll be thrown out immediately. So we're going to keep our Gerudo outfit on for the time being, and we'll try out our Vah Naboris Divine Helm later on. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start exploring Gerudo Town, collecting side quests and shrine quests and such. So we can see here the Chief Riju has a quest for us, so let's talk to her. Halt! That is the treasure of the Gerudo, the Thunder Helm. You may be held in high esteem, but this does not give you the freedom to lay your hands on the pride of our people. Be calm yourself, Uliara. You desire this helm? I want it. I see, and yet, despite the great debt we owe you, I cannot just give you such a precious thing. But you are up against the enemy of Lady Urbosa. And if you truly desire it, then perhaps I can lend it to you. Yes, lend it to me. Well then, let's see how serious you are. This helm is a cultural treasure. To earn it, you must gain the trust of our people. I want you to address their concerns and bring a resolute peace to our town. We already know that you are powerful, but you can't solve all my people's problems with power alone. Alright, so if we open up our adventure log here, we got the Thunder Helm side quest. The Thunder Helm has been passed down as a prized treasure of the Gerudo since Urbosa's time. It does not seem like they'll just give it to you, but if you're able to solve all the town's problems, they'll at least lend it to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's first talk to the people in the armory, see what we can help them with. Let's start here. Alright, this person has a exclamation mark, so let's talk to them. I finally found the Voe of my dreams, and I just recently married him. I thought I had finally found happiness. But then, my husband fell ill with a rare disease, one difficult to cure. The only thing that can save him is the guts of a Molduga. But I would never be able to take down such a creature myself. I asked the soldiers for help, but why would they want to help me? The Molduga is a menacing beast. None who face one escape unscathed. So perhaps it's foolish to expect anyone to stick their neck out for a stranger. I thought I'd finally gotten out of this town. Never thought I'd have to come crawling back. Molduga? The Molduga is a monster, a terror so savage that even other monsters won't approach it. It's often been spotted west of here, in the Toruma Dunes, and in the south. It's very sensitive to vibrations, and it tends to attack anything that draws near. You can't approach it or even move near it, and you can't use someone as bait. So what am I to do? So we can go check our adventure log first. The medicinal Molduga side quest is now ours. Melina's husband has fallen ill. He needs the guts of a Molduga in order to get better. The Molduga is a ferocious monster that's sensitive to the slightest vibration, and it attacks anything that comes near it. The woman is desperately looking for help, but nobody seems capable. So let's open up our map. And if you recall, she said that we can find the beast near Toruma Dunes. So around here seems like a good pinpoint for us to place. Alright, and let's head in that direction. Now you can rent a sand seal if you want, but I'm going to save my money this time. And we'll just head over to the dot ourselves. Still think we have some ways to go, but we'll try running as far as we can, and then we'll have to stop. Ooh, I see a treasure chest there, so let's switch to our magnesis rune. Ooh, it's a treasure off the rock. Okay. Let's switch to something easier that we can hit it with. There we go. Alright, we got some rupees. Okay. Now let's continue. That was a surprising encounter. The air has become very hot. You'll take damage even with your current food and clothes. Okay. So we have a chili elixir that we can drink. And that with our Gerudo outfit should give us enough protection from the heat. And here is a electric Lizalfos. And let's switch to a better weapon here. I'll go with our Guardian Sword. There goes our Guardian Sword. Let's finish this off with the Ancient Battle Axe. Alright, we got a Knight's Broadsword and a Soldier Shield, as well as some monster parts. Let's go ahead and equip ourselves with the Knight's Broadsword. And let's continue towards the Toruma Dunes. So there is another Lizalfos camouflage right there. Ooh, this is a fire-breathing Lizalfos. But we took care of him. Okay. Now let's continue on. Our heat resistance still lasts for 6 more minutes, so hopefully we can get to the glowing red marker that we placed, as well as take out the Molduga. Otherwise, we still have another chili elixir for backup. I'm also gonna go ahead and eat a little something since we did take a bit of damage from that treasure off the rock, actually. So let's continue running and walk. We see another Lizalfos hiding over there. Oh, here's another one that's coming right at us. Okay. Let's grab a shield. He was using a Lizzle forked boomerang. That might be better than our local club, so let's switch that. Let's see how much further we have. Okay, we still have a little bit of ways. And I see another Lizophos. We'll see what kind it is when we get closer. Oh, it's a fire-breathing one. Okay. Let's continue running. Oh, the torch is where we want to be, so let's head over there. Now the Molduga cannot get us up here. You can see there's also a whole bunch of Lizophos on the ground, so we need to be careful of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of apples first. And then we're going to want to switch to the remote bomb rune so that we can distract the Molduga, so you can see he's swimming around under the sand right there. And I'm going to aim for one of these platforms. I'm going to aim for this platform here to try to get off the ground. And we want to keep the bomb rune ready so that when the Molduga approaches us, we can throw the remote bomb and lure it away that way. So we're not going to be able to make it to the platform immediately, but let's do our best. Alright, he has a question mark. Just go ahead and throw the remote bomb. And then detonate it. Now we've confused it, and let's finish it off with Burst of Fury. Right, once more. And final time. Alright, and we've defeated the Molduga. Alright, so we got some Molduga Fin. A sturdy fin obtained from a Molduga. It can be used to mix elixirs, but there may be someone willing to trade for it. Alright, we also got some Molduga Guts, a giant organ obtained from a Molduga. This invaluable ingredient is hard to come by, and its use is shrouded in mystery. Alright, let's grab some more of those guts and fins. And we also got a nice little treasure chest, so let's go ahead and open that up. Another knight's broadsword. So let's see what we can get rid of. The Guardian Sword is kind of weak most of the time, so let's get rid of that in exchange for the Knight's Broadsword here. And let's keep that in our inventory. Now you'll notice there's a lot of torches here. There's four torches surrounding this area, and we want to light them all. And make sure to use the fire arrow, not the bomb arrow. So we'll do that. And let's go ahead and light the remaining 3. Alright, that's 2. Number 3, and our duplex bow is now broken. So let's just switch to this golden bow temporarily. It gives a nice zoomed in view. So now we've activated all 4 torches here. And it actually reveals a shrine for us. Alright, and let's head on in. So examine. Go on in. So this shrine's trial is called Though Kayu's Blessing, or Kayu's Blessing. So basically, finding the shrine is the challenge, and now that we found it, we can just go ahead, collect whatever is in the treasure chest, and collect our spirit orb, and we're done. So we got a golden bow. This Gerudo made bow is popular for the fine ornamentations along its limbs. Designed for hunting and warfare alike, this bow was engineered to strike distant targets. So we can keep that in our inventory. And let's go ahead and go to the end of the shrine. You've done well to arrive at this shrine. A hero rises to right the wrongs of Hyrule. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. So we got our third spirit orb, one more, and we can go ahead and get a heart container or a stamina vessel. May the goddess smile upon you. Alright, now we can travel back to the shrine outside of Gerudo Town, and then we can go find whoever gave us it. I think her name was Melina. We can give her the Molduga guts that we got. Alright, so we can find her from looking at the glowing dot on our map. So if we open up our map, looks like she's right outside the throne room. So let's go ahead and find her. And there she is, standing outside.
Saba Saba.
Oh, it's you. My husband was the first Voe to ever tell me I was beautiful. I love him so, and so I need those Molduga guts no matter what. But what can I do on my own? And we're gonna say, here, take them. Wait, these Molduga guts. You'll give these to me? Oh, Sarkso. This is all I have to thank you with, but I insist you take it. Alright, we got 300 golden rupees. This will save him. Alright, there she goes. We finished the medicinal Molduga side quest, so let's go ahead and see if anyone else in the training hall needs our help. Oh, this person does. What? Barta didn't come back again?
Oh.
I'm afraid this time she went to investigate the Leviathan bones in the southwest.
Oh.
I tried to stop her, but obviously it didn't work because she's not here. Well, yeah. But everyone knows that area is the domain of the Molduga, so who would figure she'd even go close to there?
Oh.
Yes, nobody would dare, and not only that, but it's an extremely hot zone, so we wouldn't last long there in our gear. You idiots! That scatterbrain wouldn't even realize she was walking into danger. I mean, you know that, right? Why, it was just the other day she ran off and got captured by the Yiga. Unless I guess Barta will be Barta, and you all aren't going to change. But still, why does she have to go and get into trouble like this all the time? So we got the search for Barta Side quest. Barta has disappeared again. She's headed south in search of the Leviathan bones, but never came back. Not only is the area home to Molduga, but it's also known for extreme heat. You'll need special gear or you'll be in danger. Use your map to search for Barta. So if we open up our map, remember the guard said she went southwest. So it's in this direction here. And if you see, there's a whole bunch of skeleton bones here. You might think it's this one here, but we're looking for a full skeleton. So this is where we're looking for. So let's just go ahead and mark this with our red glowing marker. And this time I am going to rent a sand seal, just because I'll explain why once we get our sand seal. Why I want to use a sand seal. Alright. If you need to cross the vast Gerudo Desert, a sand seal is the perfect way. You'll seal what I mean. It's only 20 rupees to rent one. What do you say? Let's seal the deal. Great sealing it. Alright, and let's head in the direction that we marked. So the reason that I would like to go with the sand seal... Oh, I've just gotten cold. Sorry, 1 second. Let's switch to some warmer clothes here. Warm doublet. And then I'm just going to put back our Hylian trousers for extra defense. And now we can finally debut our Vah Naboris helm here. You can see it looks very stylish, just like the Gerudo helm. It looks just as cool with the head of the Divine Beast. Now, back to sand seals. The reason is there might be several monsters between here and there, and I just want to travel there quickly. Also, you'll notice that there is a sandstorm up ahead. This will actually block our map, so we won't be able to get our bearings properly if we're getting attacked by monsters constantly. So with the sand seal, I'm hoping to avoid all monsters. See, now our map has disappeared. And I just want to head in the straight line because I know that's what we've marked. If we stop to fight Lizalfos and Moblins and Bokoblins, there's a chance we'll get turned around in the sandstorm and not even be able to see where we're going. But without having to fight monsters and on the sand seal, we've reached the Leviathan bones. We can see a shrine right there. We can also see Barta right here. So let's go talk to her first. Are you a fairy, an angel? Are you here to guide my passage? Everything's going hazy. This might be the end. Snap out of it. If only I could have eaten a hearty durian one last time. A hearty durian. A hearty durian. So you can see the side quest has been updated. You found Barta collapsed in the desert. She just keeps muttering a hearty durian over and over again deliriously. Seems like she really wants to eat a hearty durian. Alright, so before we go in search of a hearty durian for her, let's go ahead, activate this shrine, and complete this shrine so that we can have a easy travel point to come back to once we find our durian. And you can also see there's a great fairy fountain. We'll worry about that later. First, let's go ahead and activate the shrine here. Alright, and let's go inside. So this shrine's trial is called the current solution. And we basically need to have the current from this crystal flow into this light, turn those wheels to open the gate. And we will be using both of these metal cubes to do so. So let's use our magnesis rune to be able to move the cubes easily. And Let's place them in like a diamond formation on the pedestal there. Okay, that works. And now the first cube has been charged with electricity. We just need to get the second cube as well on the pedestal. Okay, electricity is flowing, the gate is open. Alright, let's just place that there. We're good to go. Alright, now in the second room, again, we need that wheel to turn to create a elevator platform for us to get onto the upper floor here. You also see there's a bunch of guardians waiting for us. And there's also a treasure chest in the water here, so let's just grab that first. Alright, we got an ancient core. This crystal was made using lost technology. At one time, it was the power source for ancient machines. This item is very valuable for researchers. I think we've also gotten the attention of a guardian or two, so let's just hide for a second. Alright, I think they've calmed down. Now we need to get this metallic ball and chain untangled and then place it near that light so that it can cause the elevator platform to come up. So let's drop that there and then go around. As usual, be careful not to touch the electrically charged ball and chain, otherwise you will take damage. Okay. So let's wait for the next round and get up here. Right, so we have a current fill orb here that we need to get across. Let's first go take care of the guardians first. There's 3 of them, so let's take care of these guardian scouts. Alright. And let's collect spoils. And now to bring the orb. So we want to actually make sure that the orb does not touch the little light. The reason being it will cause the bridge to collapse. So let's see if I can show you from a safe distance. If the orb touches the light, then it causes the entire bridge to move and we won't be able to get across. So instead, let's just lift it up and carefully cross over, and you'll see there's a place here for us to place the orb. So let's go ahead and do that. And it opens up this little passageway here where we find another treasure chest. Let's go ahead and collect that. Okay. Let's go back out and make sure to collect the current orb here. And we can put it in the second place here. Alright, now you see the current is flowing and the wheel is turning, but the second wheel is missing, which is why we're not able to get to the end of the shrine. But there's another room here, and inside this locked gate, you'll be able to see that there is the second gear as well as a treasure chest underneath it. So what we want to do is use the switch here as well as the metallic blocks over there in order to make sure that the current passes from the crystal all the way past these 3 cinder blocks to over there, which will open up the gates. So let's step on the switch here. And we can move the metallic crate there, and then instead what we can do actually is I'm going to use stasis here. You'll notice that if I were to put the metal blocks in between the second and third cinder blocks, it's too big for it, and right now it's too small. So what we're going to do is we're going to use stasis here, and then we're going to click on the switch again, and then switch back to magnesis, so that I can place the metal block here. And now the current will flow through, opening up the gate, revealing the second wheel that we need to use, as well as the treasure chest. So let's get the treasure chest first. Alright, we got a sapphire. Let's put that in our inventory. And now we can walk out with the wheel. And let's go ahead and place that properly there. And now that all 3 wheels are turning, it opens up the gate, and we've made it to the end of the shrine. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. So we got our 4th spirit orb. Now we can go back to the goddess statue. May the goddess smile upon you. So we can go back now to the goddess statue to increase our heart container or our stamina vessel. But remember, we still have to help out Barta. So we need to go find her some hardy durian. Alrighty, so now we have a travel point that we can come back to. So if we open up our map, if you guys recall, there were several durian trees right near the Pharaon Tower. So let's travel there. Alrighty. And if we look this way here, you can see a bunch of durian trees. They are guarded by a couple of Lizalfos, but we can take care of them. So let's get down there. Come here. Alright, so that makes quick work of them. Right, and there is some hardy durian right there. Take a couple. We can also get some from the tree here if you'd like more. And here's another durian tree. Oh. Got some choo-choos approaching us. Alright, that takes care of them. Let's also pick up one of the Lizzle boomerangs here, since we broke one of our swords on impact. And now we can travel back to the shrine here to give the durian to Barta and complete that side quest.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Alright, and there she is. Let's get to it quickly. Remember, as daylight comes, it's going to get hotter and hotter, so we want to get back into Gerudo Town before it gets too hot. Alright. Spirits of the goddess, before you take me from this world, if I could just taste fruit. Just one last bite of a hearty durian. Take this. I've returned from the brink of death thanks to you. Hmm. Is that you who I spoke to before? So you are actually a Voe. I thought you were a bit of muscular for a Hylian Va. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I owe you my life after all. Anyway, I'm totally exhausted. Maybe I'll just rest a little longer, then head home. Your boss was mad. So they knew I snuck off? Oh, I am in such trouble. Yep, looks like I'd better go on ahead. See you later. Alright. And we can see that our quest has been updated. You fed Barta a hearty durian after finding her collapsed in the desert. She seemed much better, but once you told her of Liana's anger, she dashed off to Gerudo Town. Just in case, you should let Liana know that Barta is okay. Right, now let's switch back to our Gerudo clothes, and then we can travel back to the shrine outside of Gerudo Town. And then we can go talk to Liana. Alright, now let's head on in and head back to the training area. Alright, there we go. Oh, what a courageous Va. I heard from Barta. She said you found her. I told her you were as dependable as a champion. If you were a Gerudo Va, I'd want you in my troop. Anyway, close one, huh? Looks like I got out of this without getting chewed out by our troop leader. You must be worn out, right? Here, take this as a thanks. Buy yourself something nice in the market. Right, we got 100 rupees. Right, and let's continue looking around. Sand Seal Rental Shop, Northwest Food. Okay. So we can talk to this person. She has a exclamation above her head, so let's go ahead and talk to her. I couldn't get a good look at the Divine Beast from here anyway, but I'm glad it's gone. Now, if we could only do something about the monsters and sandstorms. Without those, I'd be able to find all the treasure hidden out there in the desert. If the legends are true, that is. Treasure? Having said that, I don't really know the details either. There are statues of swordswomen scattered across Gerudo Desert. They're remnants of ages long past.
Oh.
People talk about the statues pointing to the hiding place of ancient treasure, but that's just superstition. Even if it was true, there are dangerous monsters in the sandstorms. I wouldn't risk it. Alright, so we got a shrine quest. The Silent Swordsman. In the Gerudo Desert Gateway, they say that the swordswoman statue point the way to treasure. However, getting there means braving the sandstorm. So we're gonna go ahead and brave the sandstorm. Alright, so let's head to this first statue here. and it is pointing in this direction. So let's head in that direction. We can also see that there's another statue there pointing in a similar direction. So we're heading the right way. I see a treasure chest there. Okay, this one is a treasure chest, not a treasure octorok. So let's go ahead and get that. Alright, we got a Gerudo spear. The spear centers the gravity. The spear's center of gravity is in its tip, making it a bit unwieldy for the average fighter, but in the hands of a skilled Gerudo warrior, it's a weapon of reliable strength. Inventory is full. Let's see if we have any weaker weapons. So let's get rid of the Lizzle Boomerang for the Gerudo spear. And I'm actually going to go ahead and equip it. And this might actually be a treasure octorok. There we go. Okay. Now, back in the direction that we were traveling. So, that statue is also pointing in this direction. So let's actually follow it from where it is. Oop, another treasure chest here. Go ahead and pick that up. Alright, got 5 shock arrows. Alright, so this one is pointing in this direction. Okay. So far, it's still cool enough that we don't need to use our second chili elixir. There's a whole bunch of monsters here, so let's take care of them. With a quick shot of Urbosa's Fury. And we struck again before the electric Lizalfos can come for us. Alright, so we just threw our spear at it. So let's go in close and finish it off. Alright. Let's keep the rusty halberd as a backup since we have an open slot. I see another one of those statues over there, so let's just explore here. I see another treasure chest, so let's grab that. Alright, we got 10 arrows. Also get some Buka Blend parts here. I do believe the swordswoman statue should be there. Oh, the heat is getting to us, so let's go ahead with our second chili elixir. Yeah, there is the statue pointing in that direction. No treasure chest, but let's go in this direction here. And now the sandstorm has made it impossible for us to see the map, so we're going to have to tread carefully here. And remember, we only have another 6 minutes and a little 6.5 minutes of heat resistance, so we need to be quick, but at the same time we don't want to get turned around. Alright, here's another statue right here. Pointing in this direction. catch our breath for a second. I'm trying to see if we can see. I see some skeletons, but I don't see another statue as of yet. Also see a couple more Lizalfos, so let's try to avoid them. Oh, here's a statue pointing in this direction. Okay. Another treasure. Alright, we got an Octorok eyeball. This can only be obtained from an Octorok type enemy. You can sell it to a store or you can make elixirs with it, but it may have other uses as well. Alright, we also got some rupees. And there is what we came for. Our shrine. Right, warm Saflina. This medicinal plant grows in hot regions such as Gerudo Desert. It's warm to the touch and increases your cold resistance when cooked into a dish. Alright. Let's go ahead and activate the shrine. You can see the Silent Swordsman Shrine quest has been completed. And now we can go inside. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Kema. So this shrine's trial is called a delayed puzzle. And you can see that the object is to get that current orb into that place there to open up this gate to get to the end. But instead of that, I'm just going to go ahead and use a shock arrow. Opens up immediately. You can also see there's a treasure chest over here. So let's go ahead and open it again, same way with the shock arrow. Right, we got a Moonlight Schmitter. Delicate Gerudo carvings decorate this curved sword. The engraved blade is extremely sharp. Apparently it once served ceremonial purpose in festivals. Okay, our inventory is full, but I believe we have a rusty halberd that we can get rid of. Yep. Alright, so let's get rid of that and pick up our Gerudo. I wonder if it's Schmitter or Skymitter. Okay. Whichever it is, it's an interesting looking blade, and it's ours. And with that, we have completed the shrine here. So let's go ahead and exit the shrine. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. So we have 5 spirit orbs now. May the goddess smile upon you. Alright, now we can travel back to the shrine here. I'm also gonna go visit the goddess statue to get ourselves an extra heart container. Alright, let's head back in to where the goddess statue was. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being, so tell me what it is that you desire. Let's go with the heart container this time. You wish for another heart container? Yes. I shall grant the power you seek. Alright, so we're at 9 hearts. Go and bring peace to Hyrule. Alright, and let's go back to where we were and continue looking for people to talk to. Alright, so we've talked to everyone in the training area. We've also talked to everyone over there. So let's head up these stairs. Oh, there we go. It was over there the whole time. I thought it's strange that the sandstorm over there never lifted. Huh? And what is a Hylian Vah like yourself doing here? What are you doing? I'm an archaeologist of sorts. I was just poring over some ancient text that I discovered the other day. And I finally decoded it. Well, parts of it at least. But the rest is not far off. With this discovery, I'll finally be able to make a name for myself as an archaeologist. Of course, you and I meeting here is no coincidence. I've never been able to question fate. I can't explain why, but I trust you for some reason. I'll tell you the details of my research if you can keep it a secret. My lips are sealed. There's a temple east of here, near the entrance to the Gerudo Desert. It's dedicated to the 7 giant statues of the heroines, said to be the divine protectors of the Gerudo. It was at this temple that I originally discovered the ancient scripture it reads. When the symbols of the 7 find their place, the blessed path will be revealed. That's all I've been able to decipher so far. It's believed that people once came from around the world in search of the heroine's blessing. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't appear that anyone has found it yet. Blessing? I'm not sure what exactly it means, but maybe I'll find out once I've deciphered more of the text. Not sure if this is related, but it's said that heroines held power that were part of a bigger whole. Each heroine had a different power: skill, spirit, endurance, knowledge, flight, motion, and gentleness. But they all look the same to me. Before long, I'll understand the entire text. Fortunately, the Divine Beast has quieted down, so I can conduct my research in peace. Right, so we've gotten the 7 heroines shrine quest. there are statues of the 7 heroines east of the Gerudo Town. They may have something to do with the location of a hidden shrine. First, solve the meaning behind the message. When the symbols of the 7 find their place, the blessed path will be revealed. So if we open up our map, she said east, and you can see it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 statues are right there, so we can just place our glowing marker there, and then we can travel to Vah Naboris, and from there we can head over to the 7 heroine statues. Okay, so from here we can head over to the heroine statues. There they are. Alright, here we are. And you can see there are some orbs and places where the orbs belong. And each one of these orbs has some sort of symbol on it. So if we open up our adventure log, and for the 7 heroines, it says, when the symbols of the 7 find their place, the blessed path will be revealed. So let's first gather the 7 orbs here and put them in the middle. So that's 1. Just make sure it's actually not already in the hole. Okay. Yep, see, there's 2 here. So that's 2. And 3. 4. See one over there. I think, hopefully it's not a shadow. Nope, I think that is an orb. So let's go. Alright, so that makes 5. Let's check here. Something in the hole. Get some spicy chili peppers here. And some more warm safrina. Oh, there's another orb there. And you can see the last orb is up there. So let's first get this one. Alright, so that makes 6. And as I mentioned, the 7th one is on the top side of one of these statues. Right there. Okay. So let's see if there's an easy way to climb up. Otherwise, we might have to climb a different statue and paraglide over. Yeah, I think it might be easier to climb up this one, and then from above we can paraglide over the nearby statue and pick up the orb that way. Alright, so from here we can head over there. So climb up here and get on this wooden platform here and head towards the ladder. Alright. And then from this wooden platform, let's head over. Accidentally hit the fire the arrow button, but we don't want to use our arrow yet. Okay, this should be a safe place to let go. And now that our stamina is refilled, we can jump again and head over to that wooden platform there. Okay, now we've made it safely here. Okay, and here's another ladder here. Alright, so from here we should be able to easily paraglide over to this goddess statue here. There we go. And now we can get the orb. And we're just going to throw it down for now, and then we'll go back and get it. Alright, so now we've collected the 7 orbs. Each one with a different symbol on it. And now we just have to place them in the correct order. Now, this is the one we just jumped off of. And if you notice, on the sword, it has a symbol right there with the circle shape. So if we go look at the orbs, you can see there's one with the circle shape on it. So let's go ahead, pick that up, and put it right here in its spot. And then we'll just work counterclockwise. So the next one is right here. This one, you can see the symbol is an upside down V. So let's go find that one right here. Alright, so making sure we're on the right one. This is the one that we've already placed the orb in, right? Yes, okay. Let's go ahead and place that orb there. And then on to the next one. This one, you can see it's on its foot. So like a comma, looks like. So let's go back and find an orb that looks like a comma. And there it is. Alright, and let's go ahead and place that there. Oh, one over. Yep, Easy to get turned around, so always double check. Otherwise, the shrine quest won't be completed. Okay. So that one matches that. And then here, it looks like the two parallel lines. So let's grab that one. Alright, so that goes there. And then for this one, the symbol seems to be higher up, behind the sword over there. So this looks like a crescent, upside down moon, half crescent moon, which is right here. Alright. And then we have two more. The ones with the two dots and this squiggly line one. And from here you can see squiggly line one goes here. Alright, so that means this goes in the last spot. Right here. The shrine is revealed. So let's go ahead inside. So this trial is called Korsh Uhu's Blessing. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But basically it's another one of those shrines where just finding it is the trial itself. So we can just go ahead and open up this treasure chest here. It's a flame spear, a magical spear forged in the magma of Death Mountain. Attack when the blade glows to expel powerful flames. So our inventory is full. I do want the flame spear, so let's see what we can get rid of here. Yeah, let's get rid of the soldier's broadsword in exchange for the flame spear here. Alright, and let's go ahead and collect our spirit orb here. You have done well to arrive at this shrine. A hero rises to right the wrongs of Hyrule. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. Right. Spirit orb, a symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of a shrine. So we now have two. May the goddess smile upon you. Two more, and we can go ahead and upgrade our heart container or our stamina vessel. Alright, let's head back into town. Okay, let's head on in and continue where we left off. So we've finished talking to the archaeologist. Let's go on in here.
Vasak.
Oh, are you a Hylian Vah? We don't see too many of you. I can't tell how old you are, but you look a little young to be coming to my shop. You see, we mix special drinks here. Drinks that are definitely just for adults. Special drinks? Well, a big part of the drink is the ice we use from the ice house. It makes them especially refreshing. Well, you're a little too young to be here, don't you think? Recommendations?
Oh.
Our featured cocktail is the Noble Pursuit. Many of our customers come here specifically to order it. The light, sweet taste, the cool sensation from each sip, it's like drinking distilled motivation. Well, you're a little too young. Alright, goodbye. That reminds me, I haven't seen Pokey around lately. She used to come here every day to drink a Noble Pursuit, too.
Ha.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm even telling you this. Alright, let's talk to these folks here. Oh, I was going to tell you, I finally got my hands on the password for you know where. Seriously? Wow. That place is a little crazy, isn't it?
Oh.
Maybe, but I'm still interested. Anyway, the password is...
Ah.
Wait a second.
Eh?
You. Did you really think we wouldn't see you standing there listening to our conversation? So rude. This is a private conversation. Go away. Okay. I like to be the one to do the cooking. Jerk waits until after I take the cooking class to tell me this.
Hey!
Oh, aren't those clothes sold at Fashion Passion? I was thinking of buying some myself. How do they feel? Comfy? Say, are you, I really don't know how to say it. Might be a boy?
Uh-huh.
You are. I knew it. I'm really impressed you're getting in here without anyone else noticing. Don't need to worry. I won't tell a soul. Just a little secret between us, Hylian Vah, right? Right.
Sava Sava. Hmm?
Oh dear. You definitely don't look old enough to drink here yet. How old are you really? I'm over 100.
Oh.
What a funny Vah you are. When you're older, let's have a drink together. Alright, he doesn't believe us. Okay. Still sleeping. It might be better for us to find a fireplace and wait till like noon so that more people are awake again.
Hi.
So I see a cooking stove. Well, we can just use our flame spear to start the fire and wait until noon. Okay, and let's go back to where we were.
Hi.
Alright. Okay, this is why I meant we should wait till daytime, because now there's another side quest. Ah, Vah from out of town. I wanted to plant an orchard here. I picked up trash, I pulled the weeds, I tilled the ground, did all the stuff you're supposed to make the earth happy. But the trash, all this trash keeps getting washed down into the water trough. And now I can't use the water there anymore. And if I can't use the water anymore, my orchard is doomed. So we have side quest, the mystery polluter. You open it up. Dahlia has been working hard to start an orchard, but garbage keeps appearing in her water source, so her efforts are all for naught. What sort of vile polluter would toss his or her garbage away with such indifference? So here you can see all this trash. So let's climb up here. You can see it flowing in the water, so let's just follow it back. There's another piece. There's some more over there. Another piece here. And there is the mystery polluter eating a whole bunch of hydromelon. Alright. Let's talk to this person here. What's with you? How can I enjoy my snack with you staring at me, huh? Buzz off. Actually... What? Garbage? A small Vah is having trouble? Oh sure, you spring this on me out of nowhere and expect me to change my lifestyle? Well, no. I do what I want. Don't look at me like that. Fine, fine, I get it. But I need something from you in return. Altruism is for suckers. Just once, I'd like to eat a wild berry. You bring me a wild berry, and I can hold off on eating so many melons. Got it. Wild berries grow in the snowy areas of the Gerudo Highlands. It's a dangerous region, so the fruit is kind of rare and hardly ever shows up at market. Now that I think of it, there's barely a point if you only bring me one. Let's see. Yes, I need at least 10. So our side quest has been updated. The water source got polluted with garbage, so the water has become unusable. The cause turned out to be a woman throwing melon rinds away in the waterway upstream. She says if you bring her 10 wild berries from the snow-topped peaks of the Gerudo Highlands, she'll stop eating so many melons. So, even though we haven't unlocked that portion, I am going to take care of this because I do want to get our Thunder Helm. And we can actually mark this area right here around where we were facing off against the Giga. That should be a sufficient place to find the wild berries. So let's head in that direction. Okay, let's continue. Get some hydromelons here. And I'm actually going to switch back to our Knight's Broadsword. The weather is a bit warm, so we're going to have to keep on our Gerudo outfit. And then we're going to go the same path that we went for the Giga clan, but instead of going into the Giga hideout, we're going to start climbing the mountainside and then head over to the spot we've marked. That should be close enough to find like the wild berries and stuff. Oh. Oh, tricky. Oh. Oh. He shocked us. Get over here. There we go. Alright, and let's go ahead and collect that. It is a Knight's Broadsword, so I'm going to just go ahead and drop our Lizzle Forked Boomerang. Got a little bit turned around. Okay, so we want to go down this path here. comes another Azaltos. Alright, let's switch to our ancient battle axe to finish him. If not, let's avoid his electric shock. And I'm actually going to go back to my knight's broadsword here. Alright, and let's take his knight's halberd and the monster parts. See a treasure chest here. Yep, it is a treasure chest. Right, we got some arrows. It's getting closer to evening, so luckily the weather will cool down. We don't have to worry that we didn't have another chilly elixir. Right, and I'm going to climb this rock formation here to get higher ground. Slow climb so we can reach the top. I think we should have enough stamina to do so. Okay, we're almost there. And we made it. Okay, let's wait for our stamina to regenerate. We can climb this. And we should be able to climb this as well. Again, I'm going to slow climb just to be sure that we get to the top. Okay, now that we're almost to the top, I can fast climb a little bit. Okay, let's continue here. You can see like the snowy tundra layout up there. So that's where we want to go. Alright, let's fast climb this cliff. You can see this is below is where the path we followed to get to the Giga. So now we're just top side of that path. And we're not going into the hideout like I mentioned before. We might have to switch outfits soon. Let's try fast climb this. Okay. Yeah, that's what I got. Alright, let's go ahead and switch to our warm doublet. Also put on the Hylian trousers, and finish it off with our Naboris helm. Okay. Climb. Climb. Okay. Let's wait for our stamina to regenerate. Okay, we've made it here. Let's try to get up to that bridge path so we can cross over. Still too cold. Luckily, I think we have some food that we've prepared before. So let's go ahead and eat this spicy fruit and mushroom dish. It restores 2 hearts, and we get cold resistance for 8 minutes. Right. This one might be calling. Actually, no, I think for a second I thought it was going to be a close call, but I think we should be okay. Okay, let's climb this one next. I'm going to fast climb once and then save the rest of my stamina until we get to the top. Alrighty. Now, continue down this path here. We might need to paraglide over there. And then climb that rock formation and then that rock formation. Paraglide on over. We can climb that. Giga Moblin, so I'm just going to use my last versus here. Moblin is still alive, so let's get rid of him. Collect the monster parts, and then we can continue where we were going. More skeleton moblins, but we made big one of them. Let's collect the monster parts here and continue. Okay. Now there's the inside of the Giga hideout, but I do not want to go inside. So we're gonna try climbing this way. Let's rest up here. maybe up there. Let it rest a little bit. Okay. Now we're back to full stamina, so we should easily be able to climb this. I don't have a weapon. Alright. Now let's climb this rock formation here. And then I think we should be able to slow climb this. There's also a foothold there that we can use. So once we get there, we can rest up a bit. Right, and now we can fast climb up on out of here. Raw gourmet meat and raw prime meat. Very nice. So now we're more in like the tundra area. I got 5 fire arrows. So that is a frost talos, so we're gonna come back for that later. Those are like these giant stone monsters that can crush us instantly, and without Urbosa's Fury right now, we're just sitting ducks. So let's actually remove the marker here, because in those woods there should be wild berries. Alright, here's some wild berries. Alright, more wolves. Okay, that scared them off. So I do want to kill that frost talus. Let me see how much. Right, another 6 minutes. Alright, I thought we could break that, but we'll just leave that as is. Let's just look around for about maybe 5 or 6 minutes. And then we can head over to give our wild berries to that Gerudo person. Okay, and that is the third chest. Alright, we got 50 purple rupees. Okay, very nice. Let's see how much longer. 5 minutes, 50 seconds. Alright, our cold resistance is worn off, so let's go ahead and eat another one of these dishes. And let's see what weapon I want to switch to. I'll switch to the flame spear for now. and we'll just wait for 5 minutes right here. See if there's anything else around of interest, but make sure not to wake up the Frost Talos because he will kill us, so just keep that in mind. Alright, let's go look on the other side of the Frost Talos for anything interesting. Oh, some more wild berry, so we can get those. Oh, another treasure chest. Right, we got 5 shock arrows. Oh, I see Octorok right there. Alright, let's see how much longer on the Urbosa's Fury. 3 minutes, 24 seconds. Alright, we only have 46 seconds of resistance, and we have another 3 minutes, 30 seconds. So that's 3 minutes, 76 seconds. Okay, we'll have like 30 seconds to defeat the Talos and get out of here before we succumb to cold, but that's fine. Since we're waiting, I'm gonna slowly try to catch some of these dragonflies. Right, we caught a cold Darner. This dragonfly prefers the cool shade of trees to the warmth of the sun. Its wings disperse heat from its body, which can be cooked into a heat resistance elixir. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more. Yep, got another one. Okay, I don't see any more. Oh, I see a few over there. Our cold resistance has faded away. This restores a lot more heart, so I'm actually going to wait a few minutes before I activate it, so that way it gives us a little bit more time to defeat the Talos. So a butterfly there. Let's see if we can catch the butterfly as well. Stop moving for a second and see if it comes towards us. Okay, we got a winter-winged butterfly. Let's check how long. Another minute, 30 seconds. And actually the weather isn't too cold for us, maybe because it's daytime. It's like 9:30 in the morning, so we're doing all right. And another minute or so, and we'll be able to take on the Frost Talos. This particular one will throw like snowy attacks, like its arms and legs and body are fully encased in ice. So if you make contact with it, you will be frozen. So just be careful of that, which is why I'm waiting for Urbosa's Fury so I can attack it from a distance. And the reason I want to defeat the Frost Talus, it will give us a lot of ore, and there's also ore surrounding it. Like you can see here, there's a couple of ore deposits over there. And we won't be able to easily get that with the Frost Talus trying to kill us. So, alright, another 46 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and switch to this Moonlight Blade here. Okay, so now it's getting a little bit cold again. I'm going to wait till we take a little bit of damage so that the dish isn't completely wasted. Alright, maybe once we lose another half a heart, I'll go ahead and eat the dish to recover our 3 hearts and have cold resistance. Alright, let's go ahead and eat up. Restores 5, but it's okay. Alright, 14 more seconds. Let's get into position. Slowly get
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
Okay, we're good to go. So from here, right, he's within our attack range. Let's go again. Right, let's wait for our stamina to recover. And, alright, we were able to kill him, taking no damage. Alright, let's go ahead and collect the spoils. So we got a ton of opal, some flint, some sapphire. There's also some ore deposits here. So let's switch to our ancient battle axe. Alright, we got some rock salt. So this one seems like some promising ore. Amber, topaz, very nice. I'll take that. Alright, there's some more ore deposits over here. Alright, some luminous stone. Oh, I was hoping it would last one more ore deposit, but let's go ahead with the Knight Halberd here. Okay, so I think that's all the ore deposits around here. We got a chill shroom, often found at the base of pine trees in cold climates. These mushrooms are cool to the touch and can be used to cook dishes that allow you to stay cool even in arid regions. Okay. I think we're good here. Let's head back to the shrine outside of town and go give that Gerudo lady her wild berries and make the little girl happy. So now she'll be able to have her orchard. Alright, and let's go ahead and put on our Gerudo outfit again. We can just climb the wall because we know where the woman is waiting for us. And she's still up there eating the melons. You can see the garbage is still flowing downhill. Or downstream, I should say, I guess. Alright, and let's approach her and give her the wild berries. I haven't been thinking about trash at all. Who can think while in a melon trance? Can't believe the rinds I'm tossing are such a problem. It's all organic material, right? Well, anyway, I feel bad about the little Vah. but I'm going to need at least 10 wild berries if you want me to stop. Berry delivery. Huh? Really? Let's hand her the wild berries. Sweetness. So that's a wild berry. It's delicious and no rind to toss. What a magical fruit. If I have these, I might just give up on other fruit entirely. But now I feel bad for the little Vah. Now that my craving's been satisfied, I realize just how horribly selfish I've been. Shame on me. I'm going to go help clean up the trash. I've really caused a lot of trouble, but now I'm going to make it right. Alright. So the quest has been updated. The water source was polluted with garbage, so the water became unusable. The cause turned out to be a woman throwing melon rinds away in the waterway upstream. In exchange for 10 wild berries, she agreed to stop eating melons. Maybe the water will be clear now. Hurry back and report to Dahlia. Alright, so let's go ahead and report back. Here's the woman still eating watermelon. Or hydromelon. And here's the little girl. Ah, Vah from out of town. Hey, you, listen to this. Some other Vah I've never met before helped me clean up the trash. And now the water trough is completely back to normal. You told her about the trash, didn't you? Oh, I also got a hydromelon from the lady who cleaned it up. I'll share. It's a sarksko for caring about me. Sarkso? I hope I said that right. Hydromelon, this resilient fruit can flourish even in the heat of the desert. The hydrating liquid inside provides a cooling effect that, when cooked, increases your heat resistance. Oh yeah, the lady who helped clean gave me some wild berries. So now my field is going to be a wild berry patch. You can come eat the berries anytime you like. It'll be great. Alright, with that we've completed the side quest and we've talked to everybody here. Oh, let's talk to this person here. I haven't really got the time to be greeting people, honestly. Now that the Divine Beast has finally calmed down, there should be a rush of customers any second. So why did something like this have to happen to me now of all times? What's the matter? I manage a shop that specializes in handmade accessories, but I've run out of flint. I needed to make my items. If only I had 10, just 10. If some kind Vah would give me 10 pieces of flint, I could offer a nice reward. I can dream all I want, though. Nothing goes that smoothly in the real world. Accessories? I use rubies, sapphires, and other gems to make accessories. Each gem type has its own power that it can transfer to whoever wears it. There's nothing I can do about not having any flint, though. Alright, so we got the side quest tools of the trade. I'm sorry that you came all this way to see me for nothing. So if we check our inventory, I believe we should have 10 flint. Yep, we have 13 flint. We got some from the Talos and all our other journeys so far. So we can go ahead and give it to her. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to get any flint yet, so I'm not in a position to make any accessories right now. I wonder if I'd be able to work if a kind, generous Vah were to give me 10 pieces of flint, though. Here's some flint. Huh? What? You're just giving these to me? Circusco. But I can't take this all from you with just a Circusco. We hardly know each other, and you've been so nice. The shop's been closed so long, I hardly have any inventory. Oh, of course. Now that I have some flint, I can make you a jeweled accessory for you if you're interested in something. So, price-wise, sapphire goes for the most, so I'm going to go sapphire. Sapphires have the power to grant heat resistance, so you think you'd like a sapphire circlet? Yes, please. I thought you might pick that one. Please give me a moment. Brand new, especially for you. I think it turned out really well. So we got a sapphire circlet, an intricate headpiece crafted with Gerudo goldsmith techniques. It's set with a sapphire, a gem that harnesses the power of ice to make hot climates more tolerable. Thanks to you, I got the shop running again, so if you ever need any accessory, please come by for a special discount. Just don't tell my other customers, okay? Alright, we've completed tools of trade, so let's go around shopping. If we open up our map, you can see the entire area is filled with different stores. So we have like 5 general stores, an inn, and an armor shop. So the first general store just has fruit. So we have Volt Fruit, Hydromelon, and Hardy Durian. And then we have the jewelry shop right now that we just helped open. And now she's in stock of all the items. So let's go ahead and purchase some stuff here. So for this, we need to pay her 100 rupees for labor and give her 10 amber. We have it, so let's go ahead and get some amber earrings. So we got some amber earrings. One of the items sold by the Gerudo jeweler. These earrings are made with amber, a gem that harnesses the power of land to increase defense when equipped. May you have protection of the gems. Okay, and then we have some opal earrings. For that, we need 8 pieces of opal and 200 rupees for labor. So let's go ahead and buy those as well. Alright, so we got some opal earrings. Earrings sold at Gerudo jewelry shops. They contain opal, a gem that harnesses the power of water to increase your swimming speed. Alright, and then we have some topaz earrings. They're 500 rupees for labor and 5 topaz pieces. So let's go ahead and give that as well. Earrings made by Gerudo craft workers. They're made with topaz, a gem that harnesses the power of lightning to increase electricity resistance. Alright, that accessory really is your style. Right, and then we have a sapphire circlet, which we already purchased. Luckily we did because it's 800 rupees in labor and 3 pieces of sapphire. So we're gonna just move on. The ruby circlet here, we need 3 rubies and 500 rupees. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Right, so we got some ruby circlet, a headpiece made by Gerudo crafts workers. It's set with a ruby, a gem that harnesses the power of fire to make cold climates more bearable. Okay, and then finally we have the diamond circlet. So we don't have enough money for the labor, but we have enough diamonds. So let's go sell some of our sapphire, and then we'll have enough for the diamond circlet. Oh, but don't think I don't know. You played a part in calming the Divine Beast. You're not the type to brag about your accomplishments, though. I can tell. I could learn a thing or two from you. Anyway, what does the heroine of Gerudo Town need? I've got some things to sell. Any self-respecting Vah would have her inventory well organized. So let's see here. We can sell. Let's sell all of our sapphire. Okay, we'll have a little bit of change left over. That's okay. If I were you, I'd have had them put up a great big statue in honor of my saving Gerudo Town. And it would be absolutely covered in jewels, of course. Right, and let's go ahead and get the diamond circlet here. Alright, a luxurious headpiece sold at Gerudo jewelry shops. It's decorated with a diamond, which harnesses the power of light to reduce damage received from ancient enemies. So that's what the Guardian Resist Up means. And we're down to 312 rupees. Alright, let's visit some of the other shops. So this is the inn. We're just going to continue past that. Here they have seared raw. They've taken the raw meat, raw prime meat, and raw gourmet meat and seared them. So you have seared steak and so on and so forth. Here we have a bunch of different arrows, from bomb arrows, shock arrows, ice, fire, and flame. I'm okay for now, so we're just going to continue this way. And then here we see some rock salt, some Tabantha wheat, and some Hylian rice. Again, I'm okay. Here, a variety of shrooms are being sold. So we have the chill shroom, zap shroom, sun shroom, razor shroom, and iron shroom. So we're okay. And then here is the armor shop. This is the Gerudo outfit that we're just already wearing, but just in a different color. So I'm not going to go ahead and waste my rupees on that. There's one more side quest for us to pick up. So it's right here. So we click examine. What's the password? We don't know the password. So we're just going to randomly guess. Go drink milk in the bar or something. Okay, so from that, you can determine... This is the place that those women were talking about at the bar when we were before. So the clothes shop Fashion Passion has a secret entrance where only members can get in. To gain entrance, you need a secret password known only to members. It seems that once you give the wrong password, you won't be able to try again for an entire day. Okay, so let's first go get the password. And then we will light a fire at the cook pot and rest until the next day. And then we should be able to gain entrance into the secret club. So if you go talk to them again, you won't be able to get the password. But the archaeologist's chambers are just on the other side. And there's a small window that we can use to listen in. What was up with that little Hylian Vah earlier anyway? Forget her. Just hurry up and tell us the password. Oh, that's right. The password. It's GSC Diamond. I overheard Saula talking about it, so I'm sure that's right. GSC Diamond. What could that be? Oh, I get it. Gerudo Secret Club. GSC. But what's the diamond at the end? Who knows? Alright, so now we have the password. So let's go rest up at the cook pot. Alright, we have enough inventory to use the torch actually. So let's equip the torch and light that on fire. Then we can light the cooking pot and we can sleep till noon, and that will be one day. Okay, now let's go back and talk to the club member here and let us in. What's the password? G S C Diamond. All right, you can come in. All right, and we've now entered the secret club. Hey, I haven't seen your face around here before. Looks like we've got ourselves a rare visitor. I guess I have a suspicious mind, so maybe you don't ask too many questions and I won't either. You're a member here now, so thanks for your patronage. Alright, with that we've completed the secret club's secret. You can see here. Oh, that's a special one made using luminous stone. If you're interested, you'll need to trade me the material. Oh, and there's a handling fee too. So for this, it's a total of 2,400 that we'll need. We have enough luminous stone, so 9 luminous stone, and then the money for that. So let's go ahead and sell.
Sava.
Elsewhere might be, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but here it's always something. So buy from me. I suppose I could, but I won't be paying more than any other trader would. Though I'd love to pick up something rare if you've got anything like that. So we can go ahead and sell her the rest of our ruby here. And the rest of our topaz. And then, as well as our opal here. We need to keep the luminous stone just to make sure we don't accidentally sell all of it, but we can sell all of our Lizalfos Talon. Okay, we can also sell all of our Moblin Fang here. Okay, we need a little bit more. We can also sell all of our Lizalfos Horn. And we can also sell our yellow Lizalfos Tail. Okay, and that should be enough for all the clothes.
Oh.
So we can now purchase the Radiant Mask. A special mask for members of the Gerudo Secret Club, painted with dye made from crushed luminous stone. It gives off a lurid, mysterious glow in the dark.
Oh.
It's a precious item, so be sure to take good care of it. Alright, and here we have the Radiant shirt. The shirt is sold at the Gerudo Secret Club. It glows with a strange pattern in the dark due to dye made from crushed luminous stones. I'll make sure to restock for you. And the tights. These tights are sold in the Gerudo Secret Club. They're painted with dye from crushed luminous stone, which gives them an eerie glow in the dark. I recommend pairing it with other clothes items from this series. Right, and we have one more set to purchase, which is the Desert Voe set. So we need 450. So 1750. Another, okay, so we have quite a bit of money to get. So let's go back and sell more stuff here. Buy from me. I suppose I could, but I won't be playing more than any other fair trader, though I'd like to pick up anything rare. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell her the rest of our luminous stones. Okay. And then we can sell her all of our Bokoblin horns. And all of our Bokoblin Fang. Alright, and all of our Moblin Horn. So now we have enough for the headband, but we still don't have enough for the pants and the shirt. So let's continue selling. Let's sell all of our Lizalfos tail here. We can also sell our red Lizalfos tails. Okay, we can also sell all of our Molduga fin. We can also sell our Molduga guts. And our Hinox toenails, let's sell those as well. And we have a Hinox tooth. And we can sell, I'm going to try to keep 10 in stock. So let's sell 4 of them. And let's sell 16 of these. Oh, 15. I'll sell one more. Okay. And let me go purchase the headgear and the pants and see how much we need left. Alright, so we can purchase the Desert Voe
Oh.
headband. That'll be $4.50. Sure. Gerudo made armor for male, sold rarely by Gerudo retailers. It contains sapphire, a gem that harnesses the power of ice to make the heat more bearable. I'll make sure to restock for you. Alright. We don't have enough for that, but we can get the Desert Voe trousers.
Oh.
Right. Desert Voe trousers. Gerudo made trousers for men, sold rarely by Gerudo retailers. Sapphire is used in their creation, which harnesses the power of ice to make the heat more tolerable.
Oh.
Alright. So we need about 700 more. Okay. Let's see what we can sell.
Oh.
Buy for me.
Oh.
Alright. So let us sell her. We might just have to part ways with all this. Okay. Let's sell her all of our ancient gear. And all of our ancient spring. They need about 300 more. We can sell all of our ancient screws as well. And all of our ancient shafts. Yep, that should be enough. And we'll keep a little bit more money. We should be going. Alright. And with that,
Oh.
that will be 1,300 rupees. Sure. Armor for males, rarely sold by Gerudo retailers. It contains sapphire, which harnesses the power of ice to make hot climates more tolerable. I'll make sure to restock for you. So with that, we've finished all these side quests in Gerudo, which means we can go talk to the chief and get our Thunder Helm. Alright, so let's speak to her. I have heard of your recent actions. You have returned smiles to the faces of my people. On behalf of all of Gerudo, I must offer you my heartfelt thanks. You are, from this moment on, a true friend of the Gerudo. And if it can help a true friend in need, we will gladly lend you this sacred treasure. Alright, we got ourselves a Thunder Helm, a precious heirloom passed down among the Gerudo. It deflects lightning strikes and is traditionally worn only by the Gerudo chief, and it is lightning proof. I know that you, more than any other, will be able to use this Thunder Helm to its full potential. I believe you can unlock the power of Urbosa that lies within. So we have completed the Thunder Helm side quest. With that, we will stop here. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like this video as well as subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for part 25.